The entertainment publications, the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times, voted, the Yo Show, a top 50 show in the entire world. St. Ricketts, with Fire Cannot Burn, www.saintricketts.com, off the self-titled debut album, St. Ricketts. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday night. That's right, I say it, and I mean it. Tuesday night, 100% live. Here we are. This is the Yo Show. Yeah. You. I'm Jeff the Shark Burney with you here again live on another Tuesday night. And if you're watching later, here I am on live on another Tuesday night. Thank you to everybody that does watch on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and our website, which has another 100,000 hits for the past month. Wowie. Jason Rushman and Housekeeping Jeff. It's Jason. Congratulations. 330 episodes. That's amazing. And I love it. we need a Ray Chase episode. Anyway, this is the Yo Show. We are live. It is Tuesday night, as we do so many times, 330 to be exact. Thank you. Actually, probably more. And then Wednesday nights, which we're going to talk about later, even more. So we've done this hundreds of times. Tonight, great guest. Dude I've been hanging out with for a while and watching him perform, and he kept saying, I want to get on that Yo Show. So we got him here tonight. An awesome local singer and songwriter right here in Bucks County, PA. A little bit of country tonight. Our good friend, Mr. Chris Greiner. Just Chris. Just Chris music in the house tonight. That'll be around 8:30. My man Chris Teston already told me, Jeff, I'm testing it. It's ready to rock. Thank you, dude. Speaking of dudes, up 24 in the house. Yo, nice hat, bro. I can't get enough of this Super Bowl victory. You know, it's been over a week plus, whatever. And I can't get it out of my head. And I see people posting every time I see a clip, I cry, and I need more merch, and I got to keep reliving this memory. Such a great game, and a great time to be a Philadelphia fan of any sort. Baseball starting soon, you know, pitchers and catchers out there, so, of course, the baseball season coming around, but just so much, man, and our Eagles to be world champions, and me to wear this hat proudly. It just came today in the mail. I didn't order it because I couldn't find it in stores, but it's here. It's now Super Bowl champion, world champions, and I love the teams like the Cowboys and Dak. And this is going to be our year. This is our championship year coming up. So not only do you have us, you now have Washington, and you now got to contend with this Jaden Daniels. And, man, the Giants are going to be bad for a while. We can all agree on that. Chris Greiner coming up around 8:30. He's got a new song coming out. We did not get it. We're a little bit ahead of it. But we'll play some great stuff from Chris. We've got a couple numbers lined up. I do want to say real quickly before I go any further, and I want to give a very, very big shout out to everybody involved in the Key Concert Series. John Simons, of course, and Stu and Malcolm. The ladies, of course, Donna and Phyllis and Kim. Us here at the Yo Show. My wife, Cassie. Rick and Jenny and Gene over there at Diffusion. Everybody who's made this happen. Key Concert Series, our first anniversary. So congratulations to everybody so far who has helped us come through with this. We have another great show, in case you're forgetting, coming up this Saturday. I hit it there, Key Concert Series, February 22nd with Lady White Rat, WMMR's Band of the Month, Dark Fly, the Grimjacks, and Cat Rivers and Second Sight. It's all coming up this Saturday. So, our 1 year anniversary, so congratulations to everybody to that, but don't forget that we keep coming. Another great show Saturday at the Fuge, and we got other venues that we're lining up and discussing and putting shows together. March show is pretty much together. Another March show might be in the works. We've got a lot of things going because right now everybody is pumping local music. MMR keeps doing the local shots up to Landis and playing different bands. Lady White Rat, of course, there this month. Strange Culture. Agencies are coming out. Venues are coming out. Sharing the stage, brilliant ideas with original artists and the cover artists that get the flow. So a lot going on. And of course, Key Concert Series is one of the big ones. We bring you a fun show. The Fuse is a beautiful venue. It's fun. The tickets are reasonable. The bands are sensational. Matter of fact, I'm going to run for a few moments the bands down the bottom who have played with us and for us through this past year, and we thank them all. There's a lot of them. A lot of great ones. So look at that scroll. And get ready for some bands. Of course, Key Concert Series. My man, JD Wolfenhouse, yo, from the Igloo in the Northland. You know, as cold as it is here, I can only imagine how cold it is out there in the Northland. Yowie. Whew. Big show tonight. Chris Greiner, just Chris, around 8:30. Play a song from him. We're going to talk a lot about the future of the Yo Show. Minus 19 ounce. Now, if they ask Jeff, you drinking Yingling tonight? No, I'm drinking something different. We'll talk about that later as well, because we're going to go around the bend and talk about a lot of new things. Good things. A lot of new things. But yeah, Key Concert Series, as you see the bands across the bottom who have played with us. We're going to run the second reel. And Derek Feldman in the house, my man. Yo, indeed. And yeah, man, 1 year anniversary of Key Concert Series. So keep it up. Keep coming out, getting those tickets, supporting us. I heard a very, very special person is coming this Saturday. So maybe you want to come check it out. Big stuff for the future of the Yo Show. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's play some music. Like I said, we did not get the new one from Just Chris, but we do have some great ones, and I love this one. Remastered version of All Night Long. I love it. Just Chris, All Night Long. Here on the Yo Show, about 3.5 minutes. Check out this red hot stuff. Let me get my ugly face out of the screen. We'll be back in a few minutes. Tuesday Night Live. This is the one, the only, the number one entertainment podcast and music podcast in Pennsylvania, the Yo Show. We'll be right back. Just Chris and All Night Long. You.
Way down, my heart is aching. I got a stone cold love for you that I can't see. Baby, I'm trying to see it. See how far we can get tonight.
Yo.
Way down, my heart is aching. I got a stone cold love for you that I can't see. It's you I got my eyes on. Let's see how far we can get tonight. Don't go. All night long to the crack of dawn, I ain't giving you up.
Yeah, all night long, just Chris. Red Hot, great song. Tuesday Night Live, this is the Yo Show. Like I said, your number one entertainment and music podcast. No, I was going to say Bucks County. How about that? Pennsylvania. JD Wolf, love it as well. Freedom Kings, I know you would like it. My man Chris, and we're going to talk about it when it comes out here around 8:30. I remember Chris getting on stage. Of course, the amazing Eleanor Brokus making it happen at our Future Star shows. And I was there. Might have been the first one I ever went to. All night long. I did say the name, right? Did I not? I think so. God, I hope so. But I remember seeing Chris up there, just a solo kid, young guy, kind of nervous, going up there solo, and just came out and belted. And he worked hard. And he's making great songs like this right now, all night long. It's a goodie. I love that song. It is downloaded, as you know, on my iTunes. I'm an iTunes guy. You know, it's there. And new music coming out from Chris. We'll talk about that when he gets out here in about 15 minutes. We'll talk about other stuff before he gets out here. And one thing I want to kind of talk about is an all-new sort of Yo Show. As you know, we've been doing this, 8 years? Maybe 8 years? Episodes 330 on our regular Tuesday night style. And then Wednesday night we did, easily over 100. So we're cooking towards like 500. A couple new things I want to talk about and kind of do with this Yo Show. And you remember back when, and I said it before, and I stick with this, like, it used to be Tuesday night was the headline, me and Jewel, that was the main show. Wednesday was the 2.0 guest co-host, kind of little different. No more. Tuesday and Wednesday night are going to be both big shows, great guests, the whole shebang. We're not going to tail it. We're not going to trim it. We're not going to chink it in any way. Chink deal. So Tuesdays and Wednesday nights are both going to be big shows. We have talks at the moment with possible co-host. If these two come to fruition, they're locked in. Permanents, they're that wonderful. One, I can't even begin to tell you the name. Two, I also cannot begin to tell you the name. But let's just say we're working on what has made us concrete all these years. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have to guess it from there. Faces of old, faces of new, etc. Things will be happening Tuesdays and Wednesday nights on the Yo Show. Thank you, JD Wolf. Greatly appreciate that. You the man. Not saying much of anything. We're also drinking a new beverage. Our good friends over at Stateside Vodka and their Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka. It is fantastic. Smooth as silk. And I was told maybe back off of Yuengling. If Yuengling ain't going to fire up any sponsorships and not getting my hints, my emails, move on. So, welcome aboard the good friends at Stateside and their Surfside Iced Tea Vodka. Yo-licious. I don't know. Trying to do a commercial. Anyway, for those of you who are new to us, welcome. Like I said, we do this every Tuesday night and Wednesday night, 8 o'clock to around 10. Play music. We chat with local celebrities, worldwide celebrities, bands, independent bands, national bands. We have usually co-hosts, and we talk about hot topics, talk about the town. We host live music shows. We do a lot here. So if you're new to us, tell your friends, come watch us. We're not trying to brag and be like, oh, yeah, watch our podcast. We're the best. We're fun. We're good. This comment section, like you see, like, just Chris all night long and my man JD Wolf. See that comment section? That's your section too. Come on in. Drop a comment. Ryan Beckett in the house. Milo Sky stopping by. Always a pleasure to see you. great picture of you and Cheyenne, who's done wonders with our program as well. Yeah, man, we're drinking a new beverage. We're possibly getting in the midst of co-host. We're going to be doing some great stuff with our dudes from Delco Jams, Rob and Amanda. So, and Rob's got ideas. You're going to see new equipment coming soon, too. Bro, this had my heart pounding wearing this bad boy. Pounding. I got kind of a, whew, man. Yeah, new equipment coming in to try and improve our sound and try to take us a little more on the road, and all of our good friends doing big things. I mentioned Elena, more future star shows, getting involved with the Landis and WMMR's local shots. Harris and that great venue up there, and all the great things that she does. And us people there, Key Concert Series, John and the whole team, man, pushing, getting music out there and getting these venues on board. And I'm telling you, when you hear stuff like that, that's how it works. I use reverse psychology the whole time. Oh, the hat? I like the hat? Oh, don't do this. But, yeah, and kind of a universe where a cover band can go and do cover songs, and an original band can also come out and do original songs. You know what I mean? Share the same night. One comes out first, the other follows. Why not? There's a lot of great things. Yeah, I know. I know you're not an Eagles guy. You're like a Tom Brady guy. I still love you, though. Can't let you go. You're still my dude. Yeah, Tuesdays and Wednesdays remain the nights. Still got my rings. That stays the same. Like I said, just a little different cut. Like, we're not going to hold things back from one night that we won't do the other night. And we won't continue to be silly. And we're not going to mix up, who does what kind of night. Let's go. It's just going to be 2 nights in a row of straight up fun. And that little tingle in me is ready for another 24-hour episode. So gather your co-host, gather your guest, gather everybody. Because I am going to make it happen. There will be a weekend, maybe to kick off the spring, maybe to kick off the summer. We'll do 24 hours. I'm coming back. A 24-hour program. Recording music right now, getting a bunch of, oh baby, Milo Sky. Yeah, give me that new music, bro. JD, thanks, dude. Be excited for it. Like I said, we're really, I did it in the past, and I think there's between local artists and former guests and friends of the show, and the guest co-hosts I've had, and some co-hosts who, are lingering. I'm going to do it, man. Give us 24 hours again of the Yo Show. Last time I made it to 18. And we had a little technical breakdown, and Drew went to bed and all that. We went 24 hours for the Bucks County food drive during COVID. That was great. And I thank everybody still to this day that tuned in for that performed on the show, etc., etc. We like it. Tired of not releasing. Yeah, we're tired of not getting new stuff. Now, you guys, man, I still can't get over the warning. So, so whenever you're ready, I still can't get out of that one. JD is currently not making new music, but listening to new music. My man, actually very excited, JD. We got tickets for a show that's coming up, I think this summer, out in PA, and it's Nail Bite, and the opener is my girl, Mixie Dem there. That's just, I'm really excited for that. So we got a lot of good stuff coming our way. And like I said, these original artists, it's coming for them too, man. A lot of new venues popping up and potential and ideas. Oh, I'm aiming and eyeing. Big no-no. Sorry if I talk real. Shout out to everybody at the Podcasters on Facebook page. So this, I'm going to tell everybody as well while we're here and ranting and all. This will also be new. The next time you see me on Tuesday, this will be a lot shorter. No, we're not losing it. Beard stays. It's just time for a trim. Go check out my girl, Caitlin. Caitlin Halen, shout out. And we're going to get this baby trimmed up a little bit. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. A little sloppy. But again, like I said, it's Super Bowl hair. I couldn't shave it. I don't want to shave it and have any bad luck happen because I decided to trim my face. So kind of like a hockey playoff, I kept my hockey beard, which turned into this gigantic thing. No clean shave. No. And I'll never get rid of the beard. We're just going to trim it. We're going to clean it up. Going to take it down a notch, but we'll always have a beard. But even last night, my wife comes home. I was off, so I got some chicken for dinner and a salad, and we sat and we ate. And like after dinner, we're cleaning up, and she's like, I don't like that long mess. And you gotta satisfy the boss, am I right? Gotta. Best beard. Thank you. It's going to get short again. We've got to clean it up a little bit. And we'll let it grow again. We'll do this together. We're going to talk about that later, Ryan. U.S. versus Canada in the Four Nations hockey tournament. It has been something else. I know Sweden and Finland got there. And I know, Sweden did come up with a win last night. But it has been U.S. and Canada's tournament. And they were going to play in the championship game on Thursday night. And the brothers Kachuk, one's injured, but I think they're both going to play. She's crazy. I don't know how to tell you what to do. Well, you got to make them happy sometimes. You know as well as I, Mr. Beckett. Just going to clean it up. Let it breathe a little bit. The Slayer beard or let's do the Scott Ian. It's like just the beard. Just like this giant beard part, like Scott Ian from Anthrax, and shave the rest. Yeah, now that's an idea. What do you think? Yeah, I'm all for the USA, and I'm not going to go into the, we're all going to be shouting USA like we did after we killed. Wow, that just came out of my on my program. But yeah, man, it's been a fun series. I glued myself to the TV the other night in the first Canada-USA matchup. And the fights and the hits. And USA really came out pumped. And I remember years back, everybody said, with the two, the Kachuk brothers, of course, on the USA team. Sorry. And people were talking about their father, Keith, and the impact that he made at the Olympics the one year. I think it was the Olympics or the World Championship where he pretty much went nuts on hitting anything in sight. I think he kind of instilled that in his boys as well to make this series count. Like I said, it was just a few short seconds into that game, and they started brutally just beating the crap out of each other. 3 fights, 2 Kachuk and 1 JT Miller. So let's root for USA Hockey. Game is Thursday night. There is no show. Of course, I know what I'll be doing. Checking this bad boy out. Love it. Ooh, just knocked off Chris' thing. Chris, in about 3 or 4 minutes, talk about his music and talk about his career and all that fun stuff. We talked about USA Canada. We talked about Key Concert Series, of course. And it is our 1-year anniversary show on the 22nd. Get that banner up there. Key Concert Series, February 22nd. It is our 1-year anniversary. How about that? Congrats to all of us. Get your tickets now. KeyConcertSeries.Ticketspice.com to save /February Rock to save $5. That's until tomorrow. Make sure you do that. The Grimjacks, MMR's Band of the Month, Lady White Rat, Darkfly, and Cat Rivers in the second sight. Come on out for a great night of music brought to you by the Key Concert Series this Saturday, February 22nd. Doors open at 6. Always is welcome. Over 21 to drink. Please drink responsibly. Food, soft drinks, available. The great people at Tranquility Brewing Company. Zach said he's a bigger Yosho fan than me. What do you think? Oh, jeez. if I had to go through, man, if I had to go through the whole band, or just you versus Zach, man, I love you, Zach. You're my boy. But I still think Ryan Beckett's already number one in the Milo Sky family. That even includes the ladies who came on the guest co-host. That's how strong Ryan is. Dude, I am a massive Ryan. Ryan is my dude. And one of these times, get out and see them on stage. Milo Sky, you will see why. And we talk about the Fuge, and we talk about our 1 year anniversary. I remember the birthday show. Last year was my birthday show. And the whole team said, all right, you pick the lineup. And I'm like, man, I don't even know where to start. And it was tough. And if I didn't pick you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It was just, it got to be a little tough. Placid, who was kind of packing it in, they got a new band. 2/3 of the members of Placid. So I went to Placid because they said this is going to be their very last show. All right, Placid. The Grimjacks, because I love them dudes. They're freaking awesome. So they had to be on the birthday show. Sour Station, my man Adam, and his kid that I watched from their little boys grow up. And, of course, Milo Sky. And I tell you, I can't thank everybody enough for that night, making me feel like king for a day and getting up on stage and having them guys just absolutely kick ass out there. So, yeah, man, it gets me geeked. It really does. I get geeked by a lot of this stuff that I do here. People ask me why. It's not about money, and it's not about people say, Joe Rogan's the king of podcasts. All right, well, we're not out to beat nobody. We're just out here having fun, man. We meet awesome people. We've met so many great people. And earlier in the comments, I saw my man Steve Higgins in the house. And, of course, his daughter Sarah and the great band Twisted. And he pops in. And we love that. And the regulars that come in, check us out. My man J.D. Wolf and Jason Rushman and Derek Feldman and Ryan Beckett. And, people that just come in for a good time and believe it. Kinsey King, when he's usually here. Steve Higgins, Horns, love Twisted. Another band that played. They played at our very first Key Concert Series, Twisted. Terrific band with Logan, Sarah, and Kayla. Steve, when we first met, he said the band needs a little bit of a change, and I think it's going to happen. And then we talked about it, and then when you told me it happened, I was shocked, and it's been perfection. Twisted is a dynamite band, one of the best bands in the area. So many of you are so good. And I said, to have you come with us on stage at the Fuge, or to see Ellen Bookie at Sweeney's and hang out and do that, it's great stuff. If you ask me why I do it, come check it out. I always post, so you'll always know where to find it. We're expecting Chris in a moment. He did say that he was logged in and ready to go, and everything was going good, so we'll wait for Chris. Well, we don't have to wait too much longer now, do we? Our guest, actually, he's got a couple of friends with him here tonight. Like I said before, I first found this young man a couple of years back doing a solo thing at Sweeney's, getting on stage and giving it his all. And I always thought, man, doing it solo, got to be tough. But from there, he progressed. And he makes great music. And he brought a couple of friends with him tonight. He's getting the band together. Everybody, just Chris and company, our special guest tonight. Gentlemen, what's up?
Hey. What's going on, Jeff? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. First of all, thank you so much. I know, Chris, me and you talked for a while about getting this together. And I ended up booking, and I'm like, oh, man, Chris. And, you've always been on my mind. I've always been a fan since the first time I seen you. We finally got it together, worked it out. So thanks, man. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for coming out.
And we are definitely stoked to be here. Glad to finally hop on Tuesday night. What a better place to be.
Absolutely.
Right? Thank you. I kind of like that. Maybe that's because my wife was trying to think of like a little headline, something cool to add on to the show. And I'm thinking that's like Tuesday night. It's the place to be. Fantastic.
It is a place. I'd be doing homework if I wasn't here. This is this is better. This is the place to be.
Thank you very much. And I don't care how old you are or what school you go to, etc. Homework sucks. Period. The kids say it, the adults say homework sucks. Let's talk about some goddamn music. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves if you don't mind. We know Chris, of course. Who do we have with you tonight?
Well, my name is Sam Dobek, and I am the lead guitarist of the band that Chris put together.
Awesome.
And
Yeah, my name is John Marvin. I am the bass player for Just Chris and Go.
Awesome. They're just awesome. And I love the fact that Chris got a band together. Chris, let's talk a little bit about that, your beginning. I told the story earlier, and I'll tell it again. Saw you at Sweeney's, got on stage, a solo act. You were a little nervous first time around, but you made it work. And I think I even said something along the lines of, wow, man, you really just went out and let it all hang out. It's tough. And then more shows, making progress, all this stuff you talk about. How's it feel, man, to get to this point?
Man, it feels crazy, Jeff. That show that you were at, that was my first time ever on a stage. Just before that, I taught myself how to sing. I taught myself how to play guitar, and it was a learning curve. 4 months before that, I've never picked up a guitar and sung before, and I got some positive feedback, which was really great. I think that was 2022, 2023, around then.
Yeah.
And it's been a dream. This past summer, I got the opportunity to open for Zach Bryan in Philadelphia for the official pre-show tailgate, which was a dream. And he's one of my biggest influences when I started. So it was cool to be able to sing his songs, opening up for him. And he was my starting point.
That's pretty cool. And I was just kind of amazed when you start hitting me with everything you had going on. I'm like, man, I remember like young Chris, clean shaven, short hair, just kind of hoping to get through that set, dude. And now look at you. When was the decision to get a band?
So I got to college in August, and during that time I was in a classic rock band, and it was pretty toxic. There wasn't a ton of love between like the members, and it was just like kind of pulling teeth at rehearsals. And I wasn't feeling this, but I really enjoyed being in a band. I was like, well, I do solo stuff right now. Let's get a band behind me. So I got to college. I met a bunch of buddies that were incredible musicians. And I said, you, and you work for me now. And they're incredible, and they're good sports about it. But
and then I said, okay.
yeah. But yeah, it didn't really go down like that. But I'm not that mean, I promise. But yeah, that's kind of how it was. And here we are.
And that's fantastic. Guys, let's talk to you. First go around in the band, or have you guys been veterans of the band scene?
This is actually the first band that I've been in to play in a lot of places. Before that, I was playing a lot at my church. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's more of like the type of church where they play loud music. So
that's my kind of church, bro.
So yeah, and my brother's also a drummer too, so I had a lot of experience playing electric with other people and things like that. So yeah, other than that, really cool experience to be in a band and play local gigs around. It's been a cool experience.
Awesome.
Yeah, I kind of have the similar story. I grew up playing in a church setting. But I always loved classic rock. I loved 90s grunge and early 2000s like rock and roll and rock and metal and stuff. So that was kind of my influence growing up. I played in a couple like jam bands that were kind of just get together, play a bunch of music, but never as organized as with Just Chris. And this has been a great experience.
It's amazing, and a great compliment, Chris, that, like I said, man, not only did you progressed musically, you progressed intelligently in the music world. You told me you had representation you're working with, and you asked the smart questions and play the right venues, etc. So hats off to you, man. I'm gonna say proud. I mean, who the hell am I? But I'm proud of you anyway. You know what I mean?
Jeff, thanks so much. You are something. The Yo Show is definitely a big part of the local music scene.
Thanks, man. Means a lot. I really enjoy it. And I love coming out and seeing new stuff. And speaking of new stuff, Northeast Native is the new single. It's coming out soon. What is the exact date? Because I looked and I didn't see it, and I kind of felt embarrassed to not get that piece.
No worries. Well, the exact date is this Friday, February 21st.
Sweet.
Nothing's Needed will be out on all platforms. We're having some light issues. I don't know what's going on. Turn it on and off. But,
So I'm going to say, not to cut off the song, but half of my neighborhood has power out. So if you lose us, you know what happened. So it's going around, dude. It's everywhere.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this Friday, February 21st, if you stay tuned, you can go to my website. It's in the little moving bar at the bottom of the screen. Scroll down, click pre-save, and it'll be right in your Spotify library when you wake up Friday morning.
Yeah, make sure you pre-save this. Guys, how you feel about this big single coming out? And like I said, you both want to be part of a band. Nothing better than getting a hot new single coming out and music all over the place, man. How's it feel?
I like the song. He let me put guitar on it, so I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of what I was able to contribute to this song, and yeah, it's a great song.
For me, I got to record bass and I got to track some of the acoustic guitar stuff. It was really fun, really enjoyable experience. I've recorded stuff and done stuff in the past like that. It's been awesome just to be a part of that process in a song that's actually coming out, man. That's awesome. I love it.
Great.
He
That's
also
awesome.
had a guitar solo in the middle of it. I was really sad.
You guys are being dictators.
Oh, my.
So nice.
Before
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Before I came on the interview, I had in the back of my mind, I was like, it'd be really funny if I just made Chris look real bad.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna do that.
I think my mom is watching.
Oh, my.
Oh, man. Don't feel bad. My mother, God rest her soul, when I first started getting into this, she's like, I'm offended. Your mouth is crude. I'm done. I'm never listening to you again. I'm like, all right. If you didn't know you did something right, trust me. So how do you guys find the time, Ralph? You're college students, you're younger guys with social life and college life and music. We'll start with Chris. How do you find the time for all this, man?
Man, it's crazy. I'd say I'd ask the question, how do I find the time for other things?
Yeah.
Because it's just, constantly I get out of class, I hop in the coffee shop and it's like just Chris until dinner time, eat dinner, and then I do my homework at night. We had rehearsal today just before this.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Hot rehearsal, hot dinner, and hopped on here. So, it takes a lot out of my time, but they always say, like, if you're loving what you do when you work, you're not really working. And
Right.
I love every bit of it, and I'm committed to grind and work my tail off until I make it. So until then, check that out too. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have time to do anything
I don't
else.
have time for nothing. The fact that we find rehearsal is a miracle, man.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I appreciate you guys finding time to get here tonight. I do. And I know how busy it gets. And I know, the money's not flowing. Because if the money was flowing, you have PR people handling all your stuff. And you would just come on and be like, yeah, like, we got a new song coming out. Check it out. But it's working. It's a grind. And as I said before, Chris, I've seen you show up at shows just to check out other artists, just to come watch. You're always on the move. You always tell me that you're writing, working, etc. So that is a grind. It is a lot of work. Is it too much work sometimes, fellas?
What do you guys think?
Well, I don't know, because with music, I think it depends how much work you really want to put in. Because with me and my electric guitar playing, for some reason, I have this inner drive to get better. I want to be the best that I possibly can be, and that takes a lot of time. If you really care about something, you're naturally going to devote a lot of time.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I don't think it's too much. I'll actually make Chris look good here. He doesn't record. He doesn't ask a lot of us in that sense. Like, we come in, we know the music, we listen to the music, and then we play it. And like, he just like, that sounds awesome, man. And so we're like, we really try our best whenever we get together. And that's all Chris asks of us. And that's amazing.
And that's awesome. And Chris, I know you're proud of all your projects. I see it in you. I hear it coming from you. Like I said, the progress on the songs are absolutely amazing. Are you shocked at all? Or you're like, man, I can't believe how quick this is all coming.
Man, I'm shocked every day. I feel like every day it's exceeding my expectation of where it was the previous day. You know, I never thought in 2020 when I started making music, I did like rap stuff, and I never thought I was ever going to step foot on stage to share any type of talent that I had. And then I shifted my perspective a little bit and changed my vibe, genre, and that dream became a reality, which became another dream, which became the reality. And it's just every day another dream is in my mind, and it's coming true before you know it. And it's crazy. I'll talk a little bit more about Northeast Native a little bit later, but what do you guys say? Like,
About Northeast Native? Or?
no, like, I don't even know what I just answered. I totally forgot.
Well, let's talk about the single. Let's talk about Northeast Native coming out. For you, we talked to the guys. What does it mean? What is the story behind it? Is it real life? Is it fiction? Give us a little insight.
I mean, I'll hop in, and you guys can add on. So the song is literally my life wrapped in these lyrics. So it starts off pretty mellow, and even the first chorus is pretty laid back compared to the rest of the song. And it starts off kind of this like anthem ballad, and you can relate to a lot of the lyrics. You know, messing up and trying again, but I'm always getting back up. And the chorus says, "I'm a Northeast native, Jesus praying, messed up American kid. And no matter what you believe, no matter what you think about politics, we're all messed up. But we get through it. We get through it."
Yeah, man.
And that's kind of what I wanted to write. And it's something that it's a song that you can scream on your best day going down the highway to the beach, or it's a song that you can scream in your car after a breakup, a fight, you know, whatever. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, have that outlet that people can use, because music is an expression.
Yeah.
It's an expression writing it, and it's going to be an expression for the people listening to when it comes out on Friday.
That's awesome. Kind of an anthemic, you know, stuff that we need. I love anthem style songs. Like I said, stuff that makes you want to scream and get your frustrations out, but also enjoy and sing out loud. The Philly scene, the local scene, Bucks County, etc. I know we call it a community. Obviously, it's not a competition. There ain't no competition. More than enough room for everybody. But the three of you, how do you like the area and the way it approaches the music scene and the camaraderie? Do you think it's solid? Do you think, hey, there might be a different state where we could get a little more push? What's your outlook on? I love the Bucks County scene. That's me. How do you guys look at it?
I grew up in New Jersey, so everyone over here is a little nicer than over in Jersey.
Shout out Jersey.
But yeah, I could speak for like us. Like we always try to talk to the other artists whenever we're out at a show. We always try to interact with everybody because you know they're listening to our music. They come out and listen to what we're playing with Chris's music. They come out and listen to it, and it's great. And so we want to give back, and that's kind of the whole point of that. So we try to talk and we try to hang out as much as we can. You know.
Very cool. Sam?
I don't have much of a way to compare the Bucks County music scene to, because this is the first music scene that I've really been a part of. I've had some good first impressions. I mean, I feel like all the places that we played so far, I've personally felt welcome. There's never been a time where somebody flat out disrespected me or anything like that. But hey, it's a broken world. It's bound to happen at some point. It's important not to dwell on people who are negative and people who don't contribute to the goodness of the world.
It's pretty great. Chris, like I said, you started at the bottom as a solo guy, younger guy, a little nervous. Now you've progressed. How's the scene been treating you, and how do you like it?
Man, I gotta say, if I could pick one word to describe the local music scene, I'd say it would be supportive. Everybody is super supportive, between the artists, the fans, the booking agents, the podcast hosts. Everybody is locked in on the local music scene, and it's incredible. And I plan on staying for a while, but I haven't told anybody this. I mean, I told them because they're a part of the band. But we are doing a tour for the end of 2026. We're going to be going down south, hitting places like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Nashville, Mississippi, all the hot spots down there. So make sure you stay tuned for that in the coming months. We'll see that stuff released. But yeah.
Yeah, Nashville's quite a spot, man. Love it down there. And, I always try to find sponsors or even the audience. Give me some funds together so I could take a year off and travel with just Chris and company and, heck, get on stage and announce you like we do with Sweeney's.
Yeah, why not, man?
That's pretty awesome. And, like I said, you start Bucks County, all right, small town. Keep making your way up. Some places that you aim to play, there are certain cities, states, arenas that you're like, yeah, I got to get there. For any of you, let's go with all three.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys go first, and then I'll hit mine.
Well, where do I want to play?
Where do you guys want to play? If you don't know, I'll go first. So one of the biggest spots. So this past summer, I got to play outside of the Lincoln Financial. Played in Xfinity Live. It was incredible, opening for Zach Bryan.
Awesome.
Next door is a place called the Wells Fargo Center.
Yes.
So that is a dream of mine to play at, and it's okay. They can't. They're not listening. So the Philadelphia National Lacrosse team is hosting a country night. It's brought to you by 92.5 XTU. The halftime show is Dylan Carmichael, and we were doing the pre-show for the game on March 28th. So make sure you grab your tickets at wingslax.com for 92.5 Country Night. Athletic Brewing is going to be there as well. Dylan Carmichael is the headliner. We're going to be opening up. So that's my dream place, and we get to make it a reality. And
Jesus Christ, dude! Like I said, you set the sights, and you go and attack. Do you guys, as a trio and as a band, do you guys bounce a lot of ideas off one another, or is like one of you say, "Hey, I got this," and then everybody just says, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, I think a lot of times, Chris is kind of mastermind here with like the musicality, but like we've been starting to write music together, and that's been a really cool experience because we bounce each other's ideas off of each other. Like I'm a rock and metal guy, Sam is a rock guy, and Chris is a country guy, and he's also played rock. So like we have a lot of like rock influence, but then we've also played in tons of different genres, blues and jazz and all kinds of stuff. So we love bouncing ideas off of each other, and that's also a great experience.
Yeah, and I'm an electric guitarist, so most of my ideas are really random and bad. So,
Wow.
So I have a lot of ideas.
Oh.
It's just, I think that there's a lot of bouncing off each other in the band because I bounce an idea off, and then sometimes they're like, "Okay, Sam, that's one of your better ideas," or some other time they're like, "No."
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I definitely like the collaboration aspect, and we do have two more members in the band. Dan, his little brother, plays drums for us, and then we have Lydia Nolan. She sings harmonies and also does fiddle. So they're not here right now, but yeah, between all of us, we get stuff done, and we get stuff done quick because we're all strong musicians, and I really appreciate the collaboration that we have and the opportunity to collaborate. And we're all masterminds behind each song and each cover on each piece that we write. So I really appreciate what these guys do for the band. I really couldn't ask for a better crew.
Super cool. I've been checking out the videos and really enjoying it. And the funny thing is, I'm not really a country guy, but when you watch somebody and you watch their career and watch them progress, you're like, you know what? I want to check it out. And I'm a big fan. Like I love it. And that All Night Long, that is a phenomenal song. I'm stoked for this new song. I joke around and say I set my alarm clock extra early on Fridays to catch it. So when it drops, I'm going to be up probably like 5 a.m. So you're going to see my review real quick.
Sounds great.
That's awesome.
I'll be up at midnight when it drops. Yeah.
That's awesome. How exciting is that, though, to know you got a song dropping? And what's the feeling like for all three? What's that feeling inside? Like knowing, like, hey, man, Friday the world is getting another piece of us.
Yeah, it feels it's a very unique experience. There's a lot of excitement built up behind it. But but then like it's something you've worked so hard on, and like you like put so much effort. You know, you record the tracks, you write the tracks, you know, and then like it comes out and people listen to it, and that's just an amazing experience. You hear the response from people, and you're like, wow, people love it. People love the music, man.
Yeah, recording your own music is very strange because I think subconsciously when you listen to other music, you're never going to be as harsh to other music as you are to your own music.
Yeah.
Because because even when I was recording my tracks, nobody is perfectly on the beat in tempo. Nobody's perfectly on tempo, but when I listen back to my tracks, I know where I make mistakes and I know where my technique is not perfect. So it's really weird because you listen to your song with a bit of negative bias, I think. And then when other people listen to the songs and they're like, Sam, I don't know what you're talking about. It's really not that bad. I don't know. It's very strange. A very strange experience, I think.
Chris, I know, like I said, I know you strive for it. So how's it feel when these songs come out and you get that feedback?
Man, it feels incredible. And this being the debut single with Just Chris and Company, it's even more special. And to take it a step further, a man by the name of Tyler Childers, he's very popular on the music scene right now. Well, he has a fiddle player that travels around with him on his tour. And his name is Jesse Wells. And he is the fiddle that you're going to hear in Northeast Native come Friday. So we are so excited to work with Jesse. He was incredible throughout the whole process. Super chill. Make sure you go check him out. And yeah, I mean, it's a song that people need to hear. And we've got some traction from a company like In Music Official and Low Key Country, some big artist influence accounts right now that are recognizing it, and we'll be posting on the release radar, which is really cool too. So just to see that other people believe in me, not just your parents type, is really cool.
I hear that. That is pretty great. Like people say, the Future Star shows and that Elena does down at Sweeney's and all. And people are like, yeah, it's cool. Your parents came and some friends came. But when strangers start walking in, yeah, I get it. And, people say to me, like, you're not related to anybody. You still come. Yeah, I'm a fan. And we need more of the fans to step up, come out, drop a couple bucks, $5, $10 to get in, whatever it is. And, help these college kids make some money. Help their songs get big. Help them get bigger gigs like Wells Fargo Center. That's what it's all about, man. Like I said, it is a community. And tell your friends, dude. Where are we going to see you coming up soon, Chris?
So February 27th, we are going to be at Sweeney's on Philmont Ave. Talked a lot about Sweeney's tonight. We are with Battle of the Bands. We won the first round, so we are at show starts at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. It is free of charge to get in. Make sure you get there and pack the house because it is going to be a show to remember. I mean, this is going to be, I'd say it's one of the biggest shows in the area. In that local, Northeast Philly area in a while. There's a lot of hot bands on the bill, and Light and Sound Studios does an incredible job with what they do. So make sure you come out. It's free, 8 p.m., February 27th, just after the Northeast Native drop. And we may or not be playing it live, so definitely want to catch it as well.
Definitely want to catch that. And a big shout out to the people at Sweeney's and everybody that does the booking work there. And, a big shout to, Light and Sound. Sorry. Big shout out to Light and Sound. Good guys in front of a fun show. They do more nighttime gig. The lighting is great as they do. They do a terrific job putting those shows together. So shout out to those guys as well. And everybody, like I said, from Elena to our friends at Key Concert Series and every manager, booker, venue that's trying to come back into the scene and bring it back to life. We appreciate it, man, because it means a lot. There's great freaking talent you're going to miss if you don't go out to these shows, just like these guys right here at Just Chris and Company. Dudes, I can't thank you enough for coming on. Chris, I'm so glad we finally got to do this. I don't want to go past your half hour. Sounds like there's a college scene going on and blinking lights, and we might lose power and all this crap. So I want to end on a high note. Tell everybody Northeast Native is out this Friday. You could pre-save it right now.
Right now. Do it. www.justchrismusic.com.
I love it. Find
Love it.
Just Chris. Instagram at Just Chris Music, www.justchrismusic.com. Save the download. Music is on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube is Just Chris Music 1. Nicely, I found it. I'm proud of myself. And don't forget, that's Duffy. Don't forget, new single this Friday. Guys, all three is, and Chris especially, we go back a long way, man. A lot of love, a lot of respect. Good luck in the future. I look forward to seeing you guys out there real soon. Just Chris and company. Round of applause. Thanks for taking the time, too, fellas.
Absolutely.
Have a great night.
Great one.
Have a good night.
You too. See you later. I got to tell you, a lot of fun. And like I said, the progress of Chris so quickly and really, and I would say he has a good mind for the business as well. And he'd always been kind of soft-spoken. We would sit in the Sweeney's, watch artists. We'd talk a little bit and just kick around some ideas. He'd talk about merch and we talk about music and what we could do for the future. And to see him keep going and going strong, it makes me happy because that's what we want for everybody out here, for every band to bring back a scene. And again, I say that phrase, and I've heard this phrase a lot. Without great originals, there are no great covers. So keep these original artists going, man, and you know, new music. It's what it's all about. Like Northeast Native will come out and be like, hey, man, that's good. Next thing you know, somebody maybe will copy it. Why not? Let's play some more music from our good friend, Just Chris, and Just Chris and Company tonight. This is, something we're going to go with here. Let's go with Until Then. A little bit of a, hold on, from a little bit back. 9 months ago released. Plenty of views. Great song. Just Chris. Until Then, this is the official lyric video. We'll check it out. It's about 3 minutes long, and we'll be right back. Tuesday night, Yo Show. Enjoy.
It was cold and it was quiet and I was falling in your arms. The world put on pause for a moment, felt nothing at all. 'Cause sometimes it's hard, but we'll reach the stars. I grew up in the north in the oak trees with my own view. No moment could stop this one now. My best view is you. 'Cause sometimes it's hard, we'll reach the stars. But until then, smell the bonfire burning at the peak of the mountain. Jokes about our silly dreams if we make it out. 'Cause sometimes it's hard, we'll reach the stars. Until then, wanna be a light to the people who need it the most. Wanna be what I didn't have, somebody close. 'Cause sometimes Sometimes it's hard. We'll reach the stars. Until then.
All right, tonight's guests, just Chris and company. Until then, another great song from Chris, and I want to thank him for coming on the program. And this is a little while in the making, but we got it, and it was terrific. I loved it. Loved everything I heard. Chris, if you're out there, dude, send you a message. Accept that. Great stuff. We absolutely love it. We love the bands come on here. And I seen my man Rick in the house with a thumbs up. And a happy birthday to Rick. One of the great dudes that helped us out at Key Concert Series, a big music fan and a guy that knows a lot of the people out there. We want to wish you a happy birthday. I didn't want to forget. I did mention I was going to shout it out, and I am shouting out happy birthday, Rick. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on this 1-year journey through the Key Concert Series. We appreciate that. And, of course, the local music scene, the community, like we talked about with Chris. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for, man. And we do it every Tuesday and Wednesday night. A lot of people give me some kind words. They said, others may come and others may go, but you have to stick around, man. It's you first that stepped forward and gave these bands a platform. And a lot do it now. And a lot want to tell you that they're the first, the best. They found this one, they found that one, whatever. That's all great. But we're out here, we bring it, we go to the shows, we rub elbows with the people, and we get really just so excited for everybody. It means a lot to us. It really does. So, like I said, man, become part of that. Check it out. We're going to let Chris's scroll run down there for a little bit down the bottom. We're going to talk about some topics, because we have them. And we are going to go back, as Ryan Beckett said, the NHL Four Nations Tournament. USA versus Canada in the finals, a rematch, if you will. We're not talking about booed national anthems, Canada. We're not talking about bragging rights. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about good old-fashioned hockey. And hockey is a sport that really has, become so nothing to audiences. Just put a six-pack Yingling, Jeff's pretty good. I just went across my man, Yingling in the house. But hockey, to me, is a very exciting sport. Pace-wise and action-wise, probably number 2 to football. You can't tell me basketball and baseball have that kind of action, that speed, that up and down kind of thing. And this tournament has really, once again, opened up. And people talk about, like, the All-Star game. And then we're talking about at work. One of the guys I work with is a hockey guy. And he plays, like, amateur hockey and skates and all that. And he's a big fan. And he said it always means more when you're playing for your country. And the guys really get that pride. Yeah, I agree with that. It's very true that we were playing for your country, exhibition or not. It means something. A lot of Canadian fans like, oh, congratulations on your exhibition win. It was more than that for everybody. It is more than that for anybody that's playing. You put on your jersey for your team and your country, you're going all at it. I don't care. Thursday night is the rematch, USA-Canada. I want USA to win this game so stinking bad. I want to wear a flag on the next Yo show. By the way, there is no program tomorrow night. It does break my heart. Hopefully it breaks your heart too. But no show tomorrow evening, which is abnormal. Wednesday, we had a guest in mind, and we had another guest in mind, and then it just kind of fell flat. Actually, there was a person who I keep getting so very close to chatting with and doing a recorded chat. And once again, I told this Monday that past was possible. Didn't happen. And I'm saving it for a night where I don't have a program and I can play this recorded chat, if you will. They sure did. Not to be forgotten. There's the hat in case you did forget. The Eagles did, in fact, win the Super Bowl. But yeah, Four Nations Hockey Tournament. Thursday night is the championship game. I'm pretty pumped. Ozzy Osbourne, they asked him about his thoughts about this finale with Black Sabbath. This concert that is coming up here in July, back to the beginning, with the original band, Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, Ozzy Osbourne, Bill Ward, and a lot of special guests: Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon, Guns N' Roses recently added to this thing. A lot of guest appearances as well. And they asked Ozzy, not really being of great health, what his plan is for this. And he said, well, he's going to pick his spots. Does want to play a few things with Black Sabbath, but pick and choose wisely and how he feels. He said it's got to feel right for him to go out on a certain moment. This will probably be, not probably, this will be the last time Ozzy gets on stage. I can't see that happening again. And we're talking about giving thanks to a legend, a guy who brought a whole new sound to life. The Metallicas of the world, the Anthraxes of the world, Panteras, etc. Kind of all starts here with Black Sabbath. So Ozzy's going to give it a go. And hopefully it's a go that works out good for him. Last show, again, it's in Villa Park, Birmingham, by their hometown. Final show of the original Black Sabbath. So Ozzy plans on taking it late. He'll be out there. Tool. One of my favorite bands. Tool is going to be back in the studio, bringing a new album to life. Don't really know the time frame, but they are working diligently and we're ready to work diligently and get this new album out. Always time for some new Tool. Big Tool fan, love their music. I think they need to go a little more back to the basics of just kind of rocking, though, instead of trying to get all trippy, computery fantasy. Just give me some music, bro. Talking to Tool business. Told you a couple weeks ago about this, the legendary Led Zeppelin. The documentary Becoming Led Zeppelin went out in movie theaters, and a lot of people saw it. A lot of people said great things about it, and it's gotten so big that they're releasing more theaters, more dates, more times. In the beginning, they were saying this will never happen. There's no way you can get Led Zeppelin to sit down and chat and put their thoughts on this, let alone make a movie. They went ahead and did it. They made it, and now it's huge. I still haven't seen it. I'm embarrassed because, again, Led Zeppelin is one of those bands, one of the legends, one of my favorites of all time. And, of course, I need some kind of Led Zeppelin Funko Pop. What are we doing here? But, yeah, Becoming Led Zeppelin, a documentary, out now in several theaters, doing great things. Why not? Check them out. A good dudes from Led Zeppelin. Whew, 10 after 9. I'm already low on topics. Can't believe it. But I will remind everybody once again, Key Concert Series. We do have one February 22nd at the Fuge. Tickets on sale. Tickets available at the door. 4 awesome bands. MMR's Band of the Month, Lady White Rat, Dark Fly, The Grimjacks, Cat Rivers, and The Second Sight. I mentioned again because it's our 1-year anniversary of doing the Key Concert Series. I want to thank everybody again. And happy birthday, Rick. And Chris's scrolls down the bottom, but just a quick thanks to some of the bands that have played with us. The Grimjacks, Bryn Athen, and Twisted, Cole, Ironcore, Age of War, Desecration, Up 24, Placid, Milo Sky, Sour Station, Steal the Night, Burden of Guilt, Sacred Monsters, Who in the Room, The Jaspers. There's more. Fragmented, Intoxication, Scoopski, Suede Aces, formerly Arcist, Dark Fly is back again, White Cross, Deep Seated, the Eric Rap Band, Phoenix, Romans Road, Carotid, Malcore, and Astrofells. And a big thanks to all the people, the fans of those bands, and the bands that have come out and made their way since. Once again, this Saturday, 22nd Key Concert Series. Can't wait. Let's talk about a little bit about who's coming on the Yo Show, because we got a lot of great stuff here. You know, voted top 50 in the world by the Los Angeles and New York Weekly Times. That's right. That is the Yo Show. And coming up, February 25th is next Tuesday. There's no show tomorrow. Sorry, folks. They say consistency. Yikes. But we'll get back to Wednesdays. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. February 25th. Next Tuesday night. before their big show at Harrah's at the Block. It's the Circus Arts. They will be back for a third visit. One of the most phenomenal bands in the world. I'll say the world. The Circus Arts, a terrific band. March 4th, another great band, Gradients, will join us on the program. March 11th, the band that's doing the MMR local shots at the Landis Theater this Thursday night. It is, of course, Smother Nature. They'll be on the program March 11th. By the way, congratulations to the Jaspers, Smother Nature, and just announced today the Goodbyes on being MMR local shot bands that will take the stage upstairs of the Landis Theater. Congratulations to those three great bands. And Lady White Rat, of course, being MMR's Band of the Month. A lot of you doing great things. And I think pretty much all of them are coming on the O Show or have been on the O Show. So we're doing something right here, right? Circus Arts, 25th, Gradients. March 11th, Mother Nature. March 12th, just announced today, local metal band Sheevan. Love these dudes. If you like metal music, these guys right here, they bring it. Young kids, you'd be shocked at these dudes and how well they play. Sheevan, March 12th. March 18th, a wonderful young artist, 17-year-old Haley Hermida will be on the program. We'll talk about her music. March 25th, the New York band Undefeated, and hopefully we have something to share about Undefeated. But anyway, Undefeated, March 25th, band out of New York. March 26th, our good friends at Core PR bring you country artist Ryan Adam. And also, as we, I've held off April bookings right now because there's things to be talked about. But Wednesday, May 7th, an absolutely lovely country star, Lily Grace, will be on our program. Once again, thank you to great people at Core PR and all the PR people who work hard to bring us great acts. And Beatrice Kimmel, I know you sent an act my way, and I do kind of apologize. It got lost in the email somehow. I was going through emails today, and I located it. You know we love Beatrice. She's been a guest on our show. She's given us many great guests. She does wonderful PR work as well, and we will reach out. My dear apologies there, Beatrice. Big fan of everything you do and all your people. Always. Huh. Where am I? Am I out of topics? This is crazy. Oh, I'm not out of topics. Spring training is coming, baseball fans. Spring training, and all the experts are saying that if there's any team in the league, pitching-wise, that can challenge the Dodgers, it's the Phillies. I take a little step back here. I am a Philly fan. Die hard. You know this. John Simons, your brother, now knows this. You know this. My Phillies. My Eagles. My Phillies, I find it hard to say that this is the best staff in the National League or one of the top staffs in baseball. I mean, Dodgers spent money to get everybody. We still have Wheeler and Nola and Sanchez. We don't know who's rounding this thing up. People are saying Painter. Nobody wants Taijuan Walker. That's not a big shock. But is this staff really that good? I feel the bullpen might have taken a step back. The rotation's got me Wheeler. A lot of people say he's one of the top 5 pitchers in baseball. I love it. I love the fact he's here. Aaron Nola can be downright nasty with his stuff and diabolical at times. But there's also times you watch Aaron Nola and you're like, oh my God, Aaron Nola. And the rest, I mean, I love them, but I always ran Luzardo. I mean, I almost forgot his name in the whole mix. Luzardo? Is that arm going to even hold up? Is that elbow like spaghetti? Like, dude's been hurt a lot. He had a terrible year last year. Year before he was terrific. Terrible year last year. So I don't want to put any crowns on my Phillies. The Mets got better. Atlanta's going to be healthy. Tough sled. Tough sled. For a team that, you got to make the contact, make the big hits, make the big plays, play good defense. It's all going to be needed this year. This year, there's no BS. Unless an Acuna gets hurt again and Spencer Strider and stuff like that. They decide to get hurt again, maybe. But this year's going to be no nonsense. You got to come out, hit your opponent's head on, your division rivals, even Washington, smack them around. You can't afford to have that team knocking you down this year. It's going to be a tough year for baseball, an exciting year for baseball. There's people out there saying, oh, I can't stand baseball. It's so long, so boring. Now, this is a year that getting into baseball is going to be key. A lot of players made moves, new teams, a lot of money out there, but also a lot of guys and a lot of players and in new places trying to make big moves. The big cities are trying to make that comeback. The Chicagos, obviously the New Yorks on both ends, all that. So that stuff pretty big. Baseball season, of course. Look at this. My wife sent me this. Someone's found a post on Instagram. It says Taurus. Music is Taurus therapy. Wow. Wow. They listen to it when they are happy, anxious, sad, or bored. They breathe music. And they have a go-to song for every situation they encounter in life. Music expresses the Taurus emotions like nothing else. And I got to tell you, you've seen me cry on this show before. I'm not going to cry, but wow, that digs. That's deep. That's perfect. And I want to get that on a t-shirt. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, we are the Yo Show. I will take a pause at this moment while I cry my eyes out and get you a little more from Chris Greiner. Painted Sky is the song, an acoustic version. I like it. I like it a lot. I like a lot that Chris Greiner does, and just Chris and company. Painted Sky. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. We'll play it. We'll be back Tuesday night. This is the goddamn best, most entertaining music and entertainment podcast, The Yo Show. We'll be right back. Thanks, bro.
I was 7 years old when the news was told to me. You weren't coming home. So young and so naive, just thinking, how could this be? My brother was gone. Look, man, I'm doing alright. I sing these songs for you every time. I do it for you. I see you smiling up there, so proud of what your little brother did. Just wish you were here. I see your painted skies, the yellow and orange every night. Makes it easier. There was so much to see, just thinking, how could this be? brother is gone. Oh, oh, now you're gone, but you're not far. You left your mark on my heart. I'll carry on, I'll keep you near, in every smile, in every tear. Oh, in every tear.
Tonight's guest, Chris Greiner, Painted Sky. Holy Moses, like I said, you know, I never really say I'm like this big country guy, but I love what I'm hearing from Chris Greiner and the beauty of Just Chris and Company, etc. And the best thing is my wife in the house, of course, starts out the big yo, and then she's like, this is so good. Oh my God, Chris, indeed. And then the text. Oh my God, Chris sounds incredible. I love it. I love this so much. The song is amazing. And she said, I'm impressed. We are impressed at the moves you made, Chris. Really progressing. The band, nice guys, great guys, fun guys, young, and a lot to go. And tackling a lot of big things already. Down to Wells Fargo Center, playing tailgate parties for national artists. Like, that's insane. That's just insane. But that's where these young guys are headed. And that's what we do here on the Yo Show, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. We give you these artists, whether it is metal or rock or classic stuff or anything like that. And she said, like I said, and I want to repeat this, honestly, it's been so cool watching all these kids and bands start at like 16 and start to grow up and sound even better than they were when we first met them. No one can ever take that away from us, regardless. Agreed, man, watching them grow. Like I said, we saw Steve Higgins and, of course, his amazing daughter, Sarah Higgins, when I met her. Young, the band Twisted was kind of just starting out, and now they're this mega band that everybody just loves and they're so good. And Sarah has grown. They got the sponsor deals and all that great stuff. They deserve it. Just great talent. Just Chris, and even bands like we talk about a band like Nailbite, who have made great progress and have been the band that has been around for a while. And a lot of people are like, well, yeah, well, they're awesome. Again, young kids. In the beginning, I remember my good friend Tim Simmons, I was going to see another show. Nailbite was on the show, and he said, wait till you see this band. And he was right. Talents. There's so much of it. Like I said, whether it be metal music, like a Nailbite, whether it be rock music, like Lady White Rat, whether it be country stuff, like Just Chris, whether it be anything. There's a lot of people around here just killing it. And we like bringing it to you here on the program. As well as actors and actresses and all that great stuff. A good man, Mike Kennedy, is in the house. He loves our program. Thanks, dude. And I love you for that. Got to come down and see you soon. Tell the missus you got to come down. Do a Humanville night. Have a couple drinks. Talk about the fun stuff. Like I said, my wife is in the house. Kinsey King is in the house. Yo, so late. Yo, it's okay. Because we're here. We do it live for 2 hours, and then we come back and we do the recorded. It's recorded like constantly. You can watch it anytime, any freaking time you want. You can watch it on YouTube. For next couple of weeks, you can watch it on Twitch. You could always watch it on Facebook. You can go to our website and see what we got going on, www.theyoshow215.com. Watch me MC and announce bands on stage. Watch me go to these live shows. Watch me progress here with that new improved Yo Show that we're talking about, with maybe some permanent co-host things, new equipment, a little bit of a different look. Same great stuff. Same me being silly. We're going to chop this off too. My wife, you're welcome. Absolutely terrific. So again, we talk about we talk about a lot. Talk about like so much. But we talk about the 1 year anniversary of the Key Concert Series and all the bands that have done such great work for us and with us. Not for us, it's with us. And I want to once again, wanted to run the scroll. Instead of scroll, I will not scroll it. I will post it up here and I'll give a big shout out to all these bands. Here we go. The Grimjacks, Bryn Athyn, Twisted, Cole, Iron Core, Age of War, Desecration, Up 24, Placid, Milo Sky, Sour Station, Steal the Night, Burden of Guilt, Sacred Monsters, Who in the Room, The Jaspers. We're going to go to this one and edit this and make it no longer scroll, and we'll save it. More Fragmented, Intoxication, Scoopski, Suede Aces, formerly Archist, Darkfly, who's on this next show again, White Cross, a big national act, Deep Seated, Eric Rap Band, Phoenix, Romans Road, and our dude John Simons, Carotid, Mallcore, Astrophils, many more to come, many more to go to Fuge, Warminster, Key Concert Series, a lot of great stuff coming up. March shows will be announced soon. Bands pretty much getting lined up. As you know, the one for this Tuesday is a terrific lineup of 4 amazing artists. One more time. Lady White Rat, Darkfly, The Grimjacks, Cat Rivers, and The Second Sight. And speaking of Lady White Rat, let's do something that we'd like to do. Let's play it. This is a different song from the boys. They will be at the Key Concert Series. This is their new one, Rebirth, and the video just came out, and I told them I'd get it out here because I love it. It's about 6.5 minutes long. Once again, one of the 4 bands playing the Key Concert Series this Saturday night, and none other than WMMR Philadelphia's Band of the Month. It's a little Lady White Rat. We'll be back. Yo Show Live Tuesday night. Oh, yeah. Song is Rebirth. Lady White Rat is the band. You can catch Lady White Rat, the Key Concert Series, WMMR's band. And on this Saturday night, February 22nd, The Fuge in Warminster. You can catch them along with Darkfly, Cat Rivers, and the Second Sight, and the Grimjacks. One great show, one awesome location. 4 sensational bands. Key Concert Series brings you February 22nd at The Fuge in Warminster. Get there, get those tickets, check out these bands. Triple Rail Turn back in Delco this Friday at Tom and Jerry's, a spot that I have not been to. I know that sounds crazy. I have not been to Tom and Jerry's because when you're there, and again, I don't want to put bars against bars, venues against venues, but man, Bridgeport Rib House, the grub, the wings, the food. No disrespect, Bridgeport Rib House, baby. No disrespect to Tom and Jerry's. But baby. That'd be pretty neat. My wife's just cranking out great ideas here. And, she talks me into existence, talks me to earth. when she talks about, like, loving seeing these bands grow, loving their music, etc. And to think about the things that I've been able to do really means great stuff. She will continue that bass. She's actually trying to make a room just for the bass. Talk about that later. Legends up in Reading is cool too. Oh, I love venues, man. Give me them. You have the coolest show, Jeff. You always know how to have fun. That's what it's all about, dude. Out here having fun. If you're chasing dollars and numbers and prestige, and you're doing fake nonsense, and you're not really caring about who you get on the program, just so and so had it, let me bring them on. You're not going to like this at all. I'm going to teach a little lesson. We're going to have lesson time about podcasting because I don't even call this podcasting. This is a show. This is our show with no budget and a one-man production staff and one-man creative, even all that. But the podcasting, if you will. You get the rules. You do video. Like, people, you do video? Yeah, why would I not do video? Why would I not want people to see the guest, to see my reaction, to see the great group of co-hosts that come in here? Why would you want to watch that? Like, people like, I talk. Okay, hey, more power to you. Podcasting started out as a talk, as a radio, as etc. No problem. Some people do great things with a great job. Joe Rogan, Howard Stern, Jeff Perini, etc. Like, show ourselves. And why not? Because you really get regular glass, enjoy me with this green life. Okay. But, and when I approach people about coming on and doing this, some people are like, oh, I'm shy, or, oh, I don't know what to talk about. You go, man. I take your hand and I walk you through it. When Jewel first came on, Jewel was new to it. And together we ran for years. And other people who have done it, Angela, first time I ever asked her, she really knew nothing about it. Came in, did a bang-up job. And we've had people who have progressed through it join us, or us join them, and vice versa. Ray Chase, of course. Happy Hour Podcast. Jason, your boy. Shout out to Ray Chase. Let me be a guest co-host and almost like a regular host on his program from doing this and moving to him. Maria Daniels and Helen Edwards interviewed me and the show and Jewel. That's great stuff. When people actually want to interview you and talk to you and hear your story. Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell, of course, the dudes who introduced us to StreamYard. Guys that have been doing video podcasts for years with great guests, like awesome stars. And when you go to, if you're looking at rules, and you're looking at, well, how many views came on at 8:03? And you're looking at, well, what can I do to make money? If you're going to go through that, it's going to suffer. Go out, do this. Have people say, yeah, I love it. Give me a sticker. Don't worry. Stickers are coming. Actually, with them more. Stickers are coming out. Shirts. And all that great stuff. Oh, both of you. Thank you. Jewel, come back. Jewel, come back. We love you. One way or the other. There's a Full House podcast. Yeah, there's a podcast about so much. Wrestling is huge. Wrestling podcasts are huge. True crime, mysteries, solving like that. Huge. Music is making its move. A lot of great music podcasts, but original artists, up and coming artists. This is my niche. Niche. I don't freaking know. It's coming, bro. It is definitely coming. What was your first podcast you ever did, Jeff? If you have it on your YouTube channel, watch it. The Full House guys lit? No. That's a different Full House thing, but good memory. 5 years later, Spanx. Now I don't remember. God, my memory's shot too. If I don't type it. Bro, if you see me one time, I've got them in my pocket stuff. Let's get back to this. My first podcast I ever did. If you have it on your YouTube channel, watch it. The first video one I did? Yes. Oh, right. I had the owner. There you go. My first podcast. I had the owner, the woman who created Spanx. We had her husband on, a guy named Jesse Itzler. Jesse wrote a book about the time that he spent with an ex-Marine, a Navy SEAL, I think, Navy SEAL, living in his house. And he talked about how life changed and how this guy, his regiment, he was also performed with the New York Knicks and rapper and all this great stuff. Jen Hines in the house. Hello, good evening. Thank you for popping into the show. It is greatly appreciated. I remember even after chemo, maybe I can't remember a damn thing. But yeah, so Jesse was his wife was the owner of Spanx. Jesse spoke about that. He talked about all the things he did, and I was so interested. Tiffany Sanborn, good evening. Thank you for coming back. I love when people come back. Means I'm doing something right. But I was so intrigued and again, I give a shout out to my guy, John Ragus, who first got me into this. I was just so intrigued by listening to somebody tell their story. And I'm like, you know, I like that. I like it a lot. And I think I kind of want to do that. So I got into it. I, for not 1 second of my life, regret it. I think it is just the greatest thing I've ever done. I got a lot of great people who stick behind me with it and watch me and stuff like that. That's pretty awesome. The first video, that one I know, I think the first video, now I want to think here. Ooh, you know, that's hard. I'm actually trying to see the list of shows and I can't because I'm on right now. But for some reason, I'm thinking the food drive might have been the first video we ever did, maybe. Or Blake Lewis from American Idol. God, I actually stumped myself. I used to know this all off the top of my head. You will look. Okay. For some reason, I think Blake Lewis, that was my birthday with Emily Cipriano. But then again, I forgot we also had a studio for a brief run where we had people come in. So my timeline's all messed up. The emoji love is coming through. Big thumbs up from a man, Jed D. Bridge. Thank you, Jed. Awesome performer, musician in his own right. Rick Cruz. Rick, happy birthday, dude. Derek Feldman, always with us. Appreciate it a great deal, dude. And heart from my man, Ryan Beckett from Milo Scott. Don't be your fault, dude. Whatever it is, it's great. Can't wait for American Idol this year and new judge Carrie Underwood. Okay, is my wife still watching? I love Carrie Underwood. I mean, she knows that there's only one woman that's taken me out of this house. And that's, oh my God. That was her name. The other country singer. God, forgot her name. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. It's embarrassing. That's what kind of man I am. Did I play all the music? I played all the music already. I did all the topics already. No, not Lainey Wilson. The one that was on American Idol. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot her name. Somebody help me here. Get a couple drinks in my system. She's got her own talk show, for God's sakes. Yeah, forget it. Yeah, forget it. Really excited for the show next Tuesday with the Circus Hearts. And of course, Harrah's The Block, great venue up there, Eleanor Brocas, reopening The Block. Circus Hearts will be there with Instinct. Kelly Clark, thank you, Kelly Clarkson with Instinct, of course, coming to Harrah's. Kelly Clarkson, that is the only woman. And people tell me I'm weird. I don't care. No, I don't leave. No Taylor Swift. There's even pictures of her butt. It's like real flat. No disrespect. Girl's a multi-millionaire. Maybe even a billionaire at this point. But she's no Kelly Clarkson. I get giddy. We were talking earlier about, before Chris came out, before we had all that great chat with them. We're talking about the all-new, sort of, The O Show. Now, I've got people who, oh, Katy Perry. I mean, I love my wife. We're talking about a little bit of a different direction, like I said, and I want to reiterate this for the people out there. I know we don't have a show tomorrow night, Wednesday, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays are both going to be like the prime show. There's not one show and then the afterthought, the annex, the addition. Both going to be clutch nights. So we welcome everybody who watches us on Tuesday to also watch us on Wednesday. The bands and the guests and the acts and all that are going to be just as solid both nights. We have a couple people talking about co-host or guest co-host, etc. Trying to nail that down as well, because it is more fun to have two of us. I know always like me, I appreciate it. But it is nice to have kind of a counter opinion or just a different view on certain things. We all know I'm a huge Beatles fan. I was actually talking to somebody the other day about being on here and what we would talk about, etc. And I said, you could shamefully lay yourself out. We all know I don't like the Beatles. We all know the Beatles are voted maybe the top 3 bands of all time by any publication you may ask. And I still come out and say I don't like them. And this person was like, "You're kidding me, and you want people to watch you?" And I kind of like the fact that they come back at me with it. Derek is always great with it, and Ryan Beckett is always great with it. And people are great with it about my Beatles thing. Sometimes, you don't have to be cookie cutter to have a good time with this and appreciate your audience, etc. That's why we got a comment section. You're part of the show. This isn't just me. It's all of you that come out and absolutely positively just join in the fun. Jason and Derek and my wife Cassie and Kinsey and JD and Jen and others and more that come in, and Mike Kennedy. It's your show too, man. Come out here and have fun with me. The way, if we're out. Thank you to dudes and Harkin. Thumbs up. Love yous. If we're out, I expect you to come up and say hi and have a chat. So we do it right here. Pretend I'm there. It's kind of what this show's like. We're sitting around, drinking, telling stories, and having a good time. Only I've got the mic, so you'll hear me more than you'll hear my wife. God bless. She is a terrific people person and a great talker, my wife, and it's really helped. Give credit for certain things? No, not Kennedy of Kennedy 4. Mike Kennedy of being awesome. Episode 86, Messing Around. Yeah, Brandon Messin. Love that dude. He's good. I like a lot of his stuff, too. But, my wife's ability to talk has brought a lot to this as well. Meeting the Circus Arts. That wasn't my wife. We went down to Dobbs to see... You sure the first one? Episode 86, Messing Around Studio? No, because we had Brandon... I thought he was our second guest in the studio. Oh, man, you're killing me here. That's good, though. But my wife, like I said, just being there, we were at Dobbs. Once he burned the guilt, my wife ends up talking to everybody. And one of them is Chris Hernecco, of course, from Circus Arts. Found this great band, and, we followed them like crazy. We all get into it. We now work separate weekends, so we got to do some shows separate from one another. That kind of stinks. But don't worry, you will see us out there as a couple. You'll see us out there as solos. You'll see me. You'll see her. You'll see this great scene. We like to have fun. We like to celebrate all you out there. Will be a little bit of a new Yo show, but no bad ways. Actually better. Like my man Chris Hernecco said, you get on these stages to MC and announce bands, you shout it out, man. The Yo Show. The best entertainment and music show in Pennsylvania. Yeah, why not? Great stuff. And of course, I've got to go to the bathroom in about 5 minutes to spare. Do not forget, coming up on the program, we'll hit it one more time, who we got to look forward to, because there's a lot. And we start out next Tuesday with the Circus Arts. That's right. I know my wife's excited. I'm going to try and see if I get the new equipment working and maybe have her co-host again, this time in a better scenario. We'll try to work that, because she's a monstrous Circus Arts fan. And Chris, Chris more or less gave us a sneak peek of new stuff. My wife asked, do I talk about her in every episode? I think I do. I do, right? I hope I do. So I tried to. Definitely love to have fun. Awesome show again. Thank you, my dude. Huge thanks to Chris as well, Just Chris and Co. Chris Griner, my buddy. As a show who's coming up on the program, we'll take that down. I'm remind everybody to find Just Chris on Instagram, Just Chris Music. The website, www.justchrismusic.com. Get the latest. Got a brand new song coming out this Friday. Music is on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube at Just Chris Music 1. New single Northeast Native is out this Friday. If you go to the website, you can pre-save it right stinking now. Nope, you are getting the, I get the Spacey Roadcaster hooked up. Yeah, got it. Absolutely got it. Shh. I do. Yeah, I'm getting hyped. I get hyped for Circus Hearts next Tuesday night, right here. Big stuff. No show tomorrow night. We did not. Our guest kind of fumbled around and we kind of lost it last minute. So no show tomorrow night. Remember to come back Tuesday night with Circus Hearts. Don't forget www.theyoshow215.com to stay with everything. YouTube, give us a subscribe. The Yo Show. It's that easy. Type in The Yo Show. You'll see the great logo, like that one in the corner. Wow, I got it right the first time. Like that one in the corner. And subscribe. Watch past videos of when I was horrible at this, which is pretty much every episode. Facebook is The Yo Show. Twitch is The Yo Show. Shorter beard coming up next week, as we mentioned. Very excited. My good friend Caitlin Hanlon will be trimming the beard down. I'm going to remind Caitlin when I get there, because she knows about the Yo Show. I'm going to say, look, a lot of Yo Show people who are ready for a teardown. Yeah, damn, Jeff. Jeff's an idiot. Sorry to everybody who I know we're talking about. Oh, Jeff. Again, I hope to see a lot of you this Saturday night at the Fuge Key Concert Series, our 1-year anniversary. Thank you to Just Chris and Just Chris and Co. for coming on. The guys that are new to us, his band. Chris, keep up the great work, dude. And like I said, we're trying to get a country music night at the Fuge. So we got that. We're going to talk about upcoming shows that are coming to the Fuge. Don't want to announce the lineup yet. Next Tuesday night, Circus Hearts. That's the one guest that can put me in my place. Them guys, keep me in line. Let's get out of here. Work calls. Bed calls. I need something to eat. My wife's going to beat me up. We're going to leave you tonight with St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn. www.sricketts.com. From their debut self-titled album, St. Ricketts. We wish you a terrific evening. Going to miss you all tomorrow night. We've got some work to do. I'll see you next week. Yo Show. Putting the yo in you. Is that how it was supposed to be? Let's get out of here. Good night. Oops.
just to reach new heights and lows. So